Tonight, we're using a new product in the den, and that is the Shave Nation Ceramic Lather Bowl. This is a bowl that I won on a giveaway from one of the Facebook groups. And here's a little tip that I found when I first got this. If you watch the video on Shave Nation, Gio puts all of the soap in there. I did that, didn't work out too well for me. Next use, I put it all around here like you see here, and then I fill the center reservoir with water, and that's how I build my lather. So, I'm gonna go build my lather, and all right, we have the lather all whipped up in the bowl. May not look like much, but there's plenty there. Now the brush I'm using tonight is the Peregrino from PAA with a 24 millimeter, I wanna say Roswell knot. If I'm incorrect, I'll put the correct knot up here somewhere, maybe on the other side. And the soap I'm using is this. I had something completely different planned tonight, but the soap I'm using is one of my absolute favorite scents. That is Kapali from PAA. Like I said, I had a completely different shave planned out as far as this soap is concerned. Until I was looking at Facebook before I was getting ready to shave, and I saw Douglas posting about Kapali. So of course I made a comment going, you try to influence my shave of the evening with posting this, and he laughed, or he commented. And then I was messaging Douglas a little bit after that, and I was like, you're really trying to influence what I'm using this evening, aren't you? And he responded saying, well, you're the one that influenced me posting Kapali earlier anyway with your Shave of the Day photos. Because I did use this set not too long ago. I think I used it last week. I use it all the time because this is one of my absolute favorite scents. If I had to choose two, shall we say, just make it easy, to take with me on a desert island and use until they were gone, and then I would continue to get more of that. Kapali and Black Amber Vanilla from WSP. My wife's favorite scent is Black Amber Vanilla, and that is one of mine as well. That's probably my number one because it is her favorite. And then a very, very close second behind that is Kapali. It's just a beautiful scent. Very woodsy, resinous. It's perfect. And I know I shared the story before of when I was in Phoenix. I visited PAA and smelled this about a month before it was released in the United States. It was released over at a couple of Douglas's overseas distributors, because he wanted to make sure that those in like Australia and Europe had a chance to get this as well. So they got it before us. But I smelled it and I said, I need this. Can I just buy this today? And he let me buy it early. Now the razor I'm using is one that you've seen a few times, and that is my Focus Slim. This has a second use Gillette Platinum blade. This week I've really been concentrating on using one razor just to kind of figure out, or not really figure out, but really get the nuances of that razor down. And as I said, this time I love the Focus Slim. Still don't know if I have the right blade pairing for it. I've heard Perma Sharps work really well all around, so I have some Perma Sharps on order. And that is the full length, or the DE blade, not the half saloon pack, because the manufacturer recommends you use the half, or a snap in half DE blade, not a saloon pack blade, because of the mechanism in this. though I have used a saloon blade in here with no issue. I used a crown. And that crown, the crown blades came with my Resurrect Eco. I use that with no problem at all. This is going really well. Sorry, I'm not talking right here. The chin area and lips are a little finicky, a little more challenging to get. And this is just going really well. I love this scent. Absolutely love it. There's a reason it's one of my absolute favorites. It's magical. Oh, maybe I just got myself there. With the toe. Yeah, I see a little bit of blood. Or at the heel. Nothing too bad though. But oh man, this scent sure is intoxicating. One of my absolute favorites. Now to be fair, as far as the gear tonight, I was going to use a PAA product. I was going to use CAD. I haven't used CAD in a while. Let's do the Johan test. Perfect. Just dumped right off. I didn't have to add a whole lot of water to that after I did a couple squirts to fill that little divot in the bowl. And just build the lather. I may have added 1 or 2 more squirts on top of that. With a damper brush. And we all know CK6 is thirsty. Still one of my favorite bases. Something else that I really enjoy is, if you've seen any of my older videos, is Case Bubbles. Y'all know I like Case Bubbles. Haven't used it a whole lot recently. The first tub I burned through, or that I used up, was a Case Bubbles Purple Grapefruit. Granted, that was only a 2-ounce puck. But I enjoy that scent and soap so much I ended up getting a 4-ounce puck as once I went through the 2-ounce. Earlier this week I used Perfumology's Clutch, which I believe is in Case Bubbles Luxury Cream base. And holy cow, that's really good. And then I was talking to Chief over at Shaving with Chief a little bit ago, and we were just talking about soaps and various bases and whatnot. And I mentioned I hadn't used a couple different bases, some of the new heavy hitters, as it were. And he offered to send me some samples, so I have some Kaizen that I haven't tried yet. Some Nye, decoration grooming. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. So I had most of my shaves for this kind of planned out a little bit as far as what I wanted to use, and then those showed up, and they just haven't changed yet, but I will be using those soon. So Chief, if you're watching this, again, I appreciate the samples, and I'll be using them either later this week or beginning of next week. I haven't even smelled them to see what they smell like. They're still sitting in the container. I got the Pre-Formology clutch from my friend Josh Hood over at Shootin' the Shave. That's the scent on that's phenomenal. The performance is just stellar as well. Very good performer. And that's how the luxury cream from Case Bubbles acts. Normally, I have to get some of that. Because, wow, really good stuff. Case Bubbles has always been around my top 5 bases anyway. I really love the scent. I only have one, but it gets used a lot. It didn't for a while. Because I took my 2-ounce puck traveling with me, and I'd get home, and my, at the time, youngest and then middle child would always want me to use Case Bubbles when I got home, and I got burnt out on the scent, actually. Not the performance, but I just wanted to use something else. Because I'd use it when I was traveling at least once. And I'd get home, and I'd only have 2 days at home, and he'd want me to pull it out and use it when I was home too, and I just didn't enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed it, it just wasn't, I wanted something different. And now I find myself craving that scent every once in a while. Same with Kapali. This is one that I use at least every couple of weeks, if not every other week or so. Because like I said, this is one of my absolute favorite scents. I've already threatened Douglas if he has ever decided to discontinue this. I said, I've been to your shop. I know where it is. It's only a 12-hour drive. If I were to drive straight through. If I hear it's being discontinued, I may just show up at your doorstep. I said the same thing to Mel at WSP of Buck Amber Vanilla. Those two are my absolute favorite scents. Plus the wife loves Black Amber Vanilla and she really likes Kapali. So it's a win-win for me. All right, so third and final pass, maybe a little bit of cleanup, we'll see how it goes. I'm trying not to get too much cleanup. As I'm trying to get my angles and that, trying to become a little more efficient. Don't know what's going on with my exposure here. Maybe we could have used a little bit more hydration on this pass. Still not going too bad. Just not quite rinsing off all the way in my little swish around the sink. Chin is always a struggle. It's always really thick and it grows very weird. Because it doesn't grow straight up or down. No, it grows in a way that's a pain in the butt to get with this, with the Shavette, and it goes that way. So I can't go this way again. I'll have to go kind of like this on both sides. It's just a challenge. So I usually have some hair on my chin. Just because of the way it grows. So occasionally I'll pick up another razor and I'll do a quick cleanup with that area. Did a head shave earlier today. Before I did my face, which I normally do my face then my head. But I wanted to switch it up a little bit and have the nice clean dome. I'll also use a different soap, which I do occasionally. Normally when I shave my head after I do my face, I will shave with this leftover soap from my face shave. But I'm also trying to become more efficient in how much I use when I'm cutting my lather. Because I've gone back to bowl lathering and scooping out. And for the longest time, I was still getting way too much, especially CK6. But I think I figured out a good balance, or at least pretty close. I probably could even use less than I used this evening. Wow. I got some good hair off. This pest is always difficult to get close. Again, because of how my hair grows here. I can never get here really close, no matter what razor I use. I can use a leaf and go over that way and I'll still get some hair left. Or the MMLC, it doesn't matter. But I found, at least with the Shavette, if I hold it more like a commissary and go at it this way rather than using my offhand, I can tend to get here pretty close. And I just realized this is not how I normally hold my razor going up on my face. That's better. That didn't feel nearly as awkward as the other one, whatever the heck I was doing earlier. And then again, commissary style going this way. Wow, it's really smooth. All right, now the pain in the butt part. So is that part of my chin? There we go. Not bad. I seriously love this razor. And this is one that a viewer very, very kindly sent to me. It's become one of my absolute favorite Shavettes. Favorite razors as a whole. I just love this thing. Just works. I know Johan isn't a big fan of this shape or the design of it, but can't argue. Well, you probably could, but it just works. And I'm sure once I find the best blade for this, it's gonna be amazing. If I had any feathers left, I'd try a feather in here. We have to get some. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal shave. Of course, I don't expect anything less when I use PAA products. Even most of my trouble spots here are not bad. And as you can see here, I still have lather. Try to get a few more trouble spots here, maybe. Just in the, nothing to knot. Haven't gone back to my bowl, no need. Maybe I've got myself a little bit. Yep, on my bump. There's a mole or something right here that I occasionally get. Oh, I haven't for a while. And it's not like a dark mole, it's just more like, it's weird, it's a flesh-colored mole. Really weird. We're gonna call that good. That was an absolutely beautiful shave. With one of my absolute favorite razors, the Focus Slim Aluminum Half DE Replaceable Blade Barber Straight Shavette with one of my absolute favorite scents, Kapali from PAA in the CK6 formula, whipped up in the Shave Nation ceramic bowl with that little depression there. You can see there's still soap. Plenty of soap left over. I could easily whip that up a little bit and do some more work with the Peregrino upside down. You can't see because my lighting in here is atrocious. The Peregrino 24 mil. That's what's left. Beautiful, beautiful brush. Everything in here is fantastic. As usual, there will be links to everything that I have used in the description below. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to clean up. Oh, and I will be finishing off with the matching splash because I love this set. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will catch you all